Howdy folks, we're out here for another hike. We're hiking with Gabe. Starting out just walking straight into the forest without a trail, but our ultimate goal today is to get to the creek, and we're going to spend a lot of time creek walking and looking for interesting rocks. It's pretty wet in the woods here, so when we're up in the forest we're probably going to find some cool mushrooms too, or at least we're hoping. So let's go hiking. Slug. We saw a lot of those in our last video. Beautiful day out here, folks. It is a little wet and soggy though. I'll give it that. Kind of surprised we haven't seen a bunch of mushrooms already, just because it's so wet out, but pretty sure we're going to see them soon. Snagged by some thorns I didn't see. Ouch! Almost looks like I'm on a trail, but it's either a deer trail or just an old stream. But right now the whole forest is pretty mucky, like a swamp from the rain. Oh, you see the beginnings of berries. Kind of neat. Getting a little less wet and messy over here. Although I don't mind it, I'm ready for the wet. I got my boots on. I got my quick dry clothes on. There's fallen trees here. trying to get around all these fallen trees so I get down to that creek that I was talking about. I think we're getting close though. Take a look at this tree. It's got some cool roots to begin with, but bent and smashed. It's a big one. First newt I've seen today. Oh, he's so little. Or she. I did look up to see how you can tell the difference, and one has darker spots and one has lighter spots, but now I'm forgetting which is which. But you can see just how tiny this thing is. Little cutie pie. Alright, let's keep looking for the creek. Okay, so we're going to follow this little stream down to the main creek. After smushing around in the wet, thick forest there for a little bit. Nice little stream. Well, you know, even across the trail, but it's right close parallel to the creek. There's the nice big main creek we're looking for. We'll go a little farther this way to start, and then we're going to follow the creek in the opposite direction. Trail's a nice relief after smushing through some yucky stuff. Here we are at the main creek. We've actually been on this creek before, folks. One of my first episodes, maybe like 3 or 4, early on. We were out here, there was still snow on the ground and ice chunks. We did just a smaller portion. In fact, I may have been on this creek twice already in the video because it's a great one. But we're here again because the seasons have changed. The weather's different. And we're going to see what we can find. Stop and look at some of these interesting fossil rocks. That one's a cool one. coral mushrooms. This big blob. A couple more. Really nice breeze blowing today. It's perfect temperature for hiking. It's around 60 degrees or so with the breeze. Sun poking through the trees. Look at this massive root. Tree, big birch tree that fell down here. It's definitely a different looking creek than it was a couple months ago in the end of winter. It's definitely deeper. No snow or ice. A lot more stuff growing around it. It's pretty cool. Root at the bottom of a tree thing just kind of swells up. It's a good looking tree. Little inlet. It's going too deep for my boots. Go this way. Deep spot. Oh, I see some interesting mushrooms. There's those reishi type mushrooms. There's a few of them. Right up there. Kind of a tricky spot to get to. I'm up against this log in the creek, but I want to try to get a quick measurement. It's about 12 inches across. There's a couple of them. A little guy here. While I was fumbling with that, I noticed right up here a bunch of them growing. Look at those beautiful mushrooms. Beautiful. Little slugs on them. Love the coloring on these mushrooms. It's really cool. Oh, there's still more up here. Hiding out. What else are we gonna find? See a mushroom growing over here. Doesn't look like it's going to be as exciting, but let's look at it. It's been chewed on a lot. Yeah, someone went to town on it. Saw one too. Must have been tasty for someone's lunch. Get back on the water. I love this part. I definitely walked through here and filmed here. I love how these trees cross. Although usually I can walk straight through. It looks like it's going to get pretty deep. So we gotta go up around the edge for a little bit. Some sunshine coming. Walk around this obstacle. This ferny area. Let's see, we'll go around the other side of this fallen tree. Let's see what it looks like. Mini creek. And these are always cool to look at. Big root systems when these trees fall down and rip them right out of the ground. Mushy, muddy mini creek. Oop. Back on the main creek. It's deep here too. What a beautiful forest, am I right? You can hear some birds in the background. I think the birds aren't singing quite as boisterously as they were the last few times I was out, but they're out there chirping. They're probably scared of me splashing around, slipping and sliding in this creek, making a bunch of noise. Stop and look at another fossil. The rushing rapids. Nice view up this way. Some mushrooms growing here. These, it's hard to tell because they look like they're getting a little old and worn out. They might be the pheasant back that I saw maybe last time or the time before, and I called them hen of the woods. I misspoke. But it looks like it could be those pheasant back mushrooms. I have a friend who enjoys to eat those. never quite confident enough in my mushroom hunting to actually take them home and eat them most of the time. And say if you're interested in that sort of thing, finding mushrooms to forage, and you haven't done it or you're new, find someone who really knows what they're doing to teach you, because even a book isn't 100% the way to go. It helps. Get yourself a couple of books with a lot of pictures for sure, but you really need to find someone who knows what they're doing and can teach you how to know what you're doing to be confident. Mushrooms are fascinating, and they can be medicinal, they can be just edible to eat, or they can be poisonous and toxic. So you just want to know what you're dealing with. Me, I'm usually happy just to see them, especially if I see unique, interesting ones, or even if I see ones that I'm fairly confident are edible. I still may not take them, but I enjoy finding them. I guess we'll go around this obstacle. No, let's go up this way. I want to get up close to and see a cool little spot in the wall over there. We'll just go around like this. There's a cool bend in the creek. Get up here though. Look at all this rock. Oh, a little birdie. Cool though. Here's a nice collection of dirty creek foam. Should we drop a big rock in it in slow motion? What a perfect day for a creek and walk. Here's a really big fossil rock. Kinds of cool little shells and imprints in here. Really, I could make a 6-hour video just looking at fossils in this creek if I wanted to. And I just splashed water on. It was cool to look at though. If you're enjoying this kind of stuff, you should also follow me on Instagram at the Gabe Outdoors. I've got a lot of old pictures up of nature, and I'm starting to get back into posting new stuff too. Oh, I see some mushrooms too. I was gonna go around this obstacle that way, but let's go this way and look at these mushrooms. They might be chicken of the woods. They're orange from this distance, but let's get close. Yeah, I think they are chicken of the woods. These are one of those edible mushrooms. They don't look great though. They look kind of old and nasty. That snail's enjoying it though. So even if I did want to eat them, I don't think I would take this batch. But again, fun to find. Pretty fun to find. Very scenic part of the creek. Love when these big roots are exposed. Really cool. My little favorite spots in this creek too. It's like a mini waterfall. And we've arrived at a bridge. Crossroads of the trail. I'm gonna relax here for a little bit before I move on to the next phase of today's hike. Well, folks, we're going to follow this creek for a little bit longer before we take the trail out of the woods. Let's see what other mysteries are waiting for us. It got really kind of cloudy and gloomy. It's not supposed to rain anymore. It rained earlier today, but you never know. These things can be unpredictable. So it just might rain on us. Definitely feels a little bit spooky getting dark in the middle of the afternoon in the woods. Fossils here on this big rock. Here, got a big deep spot. Looking all over the place here. Deep spot. And get back in the middle for a little bit. cool spot. Detoured off the creek for a minute and found these nice, beautiful orange little mushrooms. I think they're mycena is what they call them. And then a couple of these too aren't super exciting, but hey, I'll take them. I'll take them. Looks like it might rain on us pretty soon, folks. Yeah, sure enough, it started raining on us, but it's not too bad. It's just barely sprinkling. I've just kind of been poking around this creek looking for neat little rocks and things. And I found just little fossilized shells. Another one in here. And I guess I found this other rock that looks like it has something inside it. I'll figure that out later. I always want to take home fossils, but I don't want to take home a big rock. It's cool to find just a little tiny fossilized shell. As you can see, there's legitimate fossil rocks just everywhere. Here comes more rain. Grooves and holes in all these rocks. Let's get down real close. Oh, look. Where is it? There it is. It's another fossilized shell. We found it together this time. This one's cool for a little one. So I'm walking along the creek, but I see some mushrooms up this hill that are worth climbing the hill to investigate, I think. Let's check them out. They look interesting from down here. Ooh, it's very muddy and slippery on this hill though. It's gonna be a challenge to get to them. Especially with a camera in my hand. Ugh, it's all for you folks. Oh yeah, these are cool. What are these? I don't think I know this mushroom. I've never seen them. This one has seen better days. But there's more up here, so let's see if I can get the rest of the way up without slipping. Okay. So here's another batch. And then this one here. Very cool. A little tricky to get up here to see them, but pretty neat. Alright, camera's going off for the descent. Look at that. kind of stuff I found just loose, but it's in this cool stone. Back to the creek. So obviously the sun came out pretty quickly. It just rained for a little bit. It did get pretty dark. I thought we were about to get really soaked, but it just kind of gently trickled, and the sun's out again. Although it's a little dark and shady where we are just because we're under the trees. And you can see the sun up there peeking through. This is where this creek turns into these bigger mossy rocks, which are cool. Some of my favorite things about the forest. Big mossy rocks. Caves. A really beautiful scenic part of the forest. Follow this mossy rock path next to this creek. Try not to slip and fall in the deep part of it. It's a nice and vibrant and green area. There's moss. Carefully navigate these rocks because everything is very slippery today. Almost and fully slipped a few times. Thankfully no serious injuries, just wet knees. Stop to enjoy the view every now and then. Nice area. Look back here, there's no one living in back here, but a little cave. side. Right here. Alright folks, I turned around on the creek and I'm heading back towards that bridge. And then from there I'm going to take the trail north to the access road. And then I'm going to get out of here. But we got some walking to do yet. That'll be a couple miles worth, so stick with me. Hey, there's another newt. Oh, he's running away. See you, bud. Here we are. Trail at the bridge. We came in on this creek for a long time, and we walked this way on the creek for a long time, and then we're doubling back to go up the trail. We haven't used any trails yet today, I don't think, unless it was for a brief second, but I'm ready to take it all the way back because it's been a long hike, slipping on rocks and mud, ready to give myself a little bit of a break. Climbing up the hill on this nice trail. Birds are singing. I'm running out of steam, but I'm still having a good time. I hope you are too. Thank you all for watching. We're not done yet, but we're getting close. Well, gotta stop and look at newts. Really tiny one. Not the creek we were on, but just a nice little one, probably connects to it. Another little stream that probably connects to that main creek because we're going uphill and it's downhill. Alright, looks like we're almost at the road. So I'll go ahead and say my goodbyes. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please tell others to check this out. Really would like this channel to grow a little bit. Not been getting a lot of subscribers or views just yet, so those of you who are checking it out, I can use your help. Spread the word. The videos are just going to keep getting better and better, I think. Both as I learn more about filming, and the seasons change and more life comes before us. Now, as you can tell, I'm running out of breath, so let's call it a day, and I'll see you next week for another hike.